Crybaby, scaredy cat, don't be a spoil sport. Echoes from the past? And how about this well-meaning warning? You're just too sensitive for your own good. If you were like me, you heard a lot of that, and it made you feel there must be something very different about you. I was convinced that I had a fatal flaw that I had to hide, and that doomed me to a second-rate life. I thought there was something wrong with me. In fact, there is something very right with you and me. If you answer true to 14 or more of the questions on the self-test at the beginning of this book, or if the detailed description in Chapter 1 seems to fit you, really the best test, then you are a very special type of human being, a highly sensitive person, which hereafter we'll call an HSP. And this book is just for you. Having a sensitive nervous system is normal, a basically neutral trait. You probably inherited it. It occurs in about 15 to 20% of the population. It means you are aware of subtleties in your surroundings, a great advantage in many situations. It also means you are more easily overwhelmed when you have been out in a highly stimulating environment for too long, bombarded by sights and sounds until you are exhausted in a nervous system sort of way. Thus, being sensitive has both advantages and disadvantages. In our culture, however, possessing this trait is not considered ideal, and that fact probably has had a major impact on you. Well-meaning parents and teachers probably tried to help you overcome it, as if it were a defect. Other children were not always as nice about it. As an adult, it has probably been harder to find the right career and relationships, and generally to feel self-worth and self-confidence. What this book offers you. This book provides basic, detailed information you need about your trait, data that exists nowhere else. It is the product of 5 years of research, in-depth interviews, clinical experience, courses, and individual consultations with hundreds of HSPs, and careful reading between the lines of what psychology has already learned about the trait, but does not realize it knows. In the first 3 chapters, you will learn all the basic facts about your trait and how to handle overstimulation and overarousal of your nervous system. Next, this book considers the impact of your sensitivity on your personal history, career, relationships, and inner life. It focuses on the advantages you may not have thought of. Plus, it gives advice about typical problems some HSPs face, such as shyness or difficulty finding the right sort of work. It is quite a journey we'll take. Most of the HSPs I've helped with the information that is in this book have told me that it has dramatically changed their lives, and they've told me to tell you that. A word to the sensitive but less so. First, if you have picked up this book because you're the parent, spouse, or friend of an HSP, then you're especially welcome here. Your relationship with your HSP will be greatly improved.